Our first question is, what are things I can do to keep up the health of my brain? I've heard that puzzles and things like that help, but is there anything else I can do?
And I can take a stab first and let Dr. Bill fill in. And I think that's a great question, Kayla. And, there's a variety of things that people can do to help support their brain health. So certainly, in addition to things like puzzles, it's really great for people to find other things that stimulate your brain. So whether it's, reading a great book, finding a class to take, maybe at a local university, at a recreation center. If you like math, doing math problems is a great way to challenge your brain. Doing things that require manual dexterity, so using maybe your hands as well as your brain. So things like drawing, doing crafts, artwork, things like that. But in addition to things like that I call like mental gymnastics, there's other ways that you can keep your brain healthy. And so some of those things would include, getting plenty of physical activity, eating a healthy diet. So thinking about your fruits, your vegetables, your healthy fats. So thinking of your fish, your nuts, but obviously watching the salt. And then controlling your blood pressure is another way. They've seen that having high blood pressure, uncontrolled blood pressure, can actually lead to an increased cognitive decline. So it's a good idea to keep that under control through your diet and your exercise as well. And doctors may have you on medications to also help control your blood pressure. It's also important to control your diabetes. So if you do have diabetes, making sure that your blood sugars are under good control, keeping your cholesterol under good control, especially that LDL, or it's labeled the bad cholesterol, because that can increase your risk of dementia. Not using tobacco products. So if you are a smoker, it's a great idea to talk to your doctor, or if you have a care manager, talk to your care manager about resources to help you quit smoking. And also watching your alcohol consumption, protecting your head when you can. So if you're out riding your bike, wearing a helmet, making sure that you're wearing your safety belt when you're driving, you're making sure that you're always protecting your head, because it's been shown that moderate to severe head injuries can lead to cognitive decline or increased risk for Alzheimer's later in life, especially if that head injury involved a loss of consciousness. And also another area that can help with your brain health is just maintaining good social connections. And so having a good social support network is another great way to keep your brain healthy.
Okay. Dr. Bill.
I think Dr. Jamie nailed it. The only a couple of things I might add in there is getting adequate rest. Adequate sleep is an important thing for brain health. She mentioned all the things around maintaining your general health as being important in protecting your brain. What I remember talking to patients a lot about was that when they think about an activity that might challenge their brain a little bit to help it grow, think of the fact that your brain has pathways that I always imagine they're kind of like the ruts on a road, the tire tracks or the wagon wheel ruts, like from the Old West. And it's tempting to just do things that we can do easily, meaning we're just using those same ruts, those same pathways in our brain. And what we're trying to do, and I think Dr. Jamie nailed it, and that is you're trying to purposely do things that don't come quite as easy for you, that you have to work a little bit harder. So whether it's learning a new task, a new skill, stretching yourself in a little way, actually has been shown to increase the number of nerve connections and nerve pathways in your brain. So that's kind of the science behind a lot of the suggestions she was making.
Wow, wonderful. I can't wait to make some new neuro connections after this.